What is up, guys? This is Mateo's 2020 Politics here, and today I'm going to be making a video on the House passing the impeachment vote. But first, I think I was gone from YouTube for like 2 weeks straight. Now, why was I gone? Here's the answer. Unknown. Because I just naturally didn't make many videos. Maybe it's because nothing notable popped up in the news, or I just took a break. It wasn't like I got sick of politics or YouTube. In fact, I was still pretty happy about my YouTube channel. I was rewatching some of my videos, still paying attention to politics, but I just wasn't making videos for some reason. Just didn't feel determined. But now I am determined. I also had a fever a few days ago, and I was just recovering from it yesterday and the day before. So, yeah, guys, I'm back now. Happy to make a video. So we have the articles of impeachment introduced. Now, am I happy about the House vote? No. You know why? Yes, I'm happy that impeachment got passed, but I'm also very upset about one thing. Zero Republicans voted for impeachment. It's just sad, man, because it's ironic how you have a few Democrats who actually voted against impeachment. You had one, which was Tulsi Gabbard, that voted present, which basically means neither impeachment or acquittal. Acquittal? I don't know if that's a word. Please help me out. So, yeah, some Democrats actually broke away and voted against impeachment. Or, yeah. But with the Republicans, they just fully, 100%, voted right for an acquittal of Donald Trump. And it's ironic how they like to say that the Democratic Party is so partisan, when in reality it's really the Republican Party that are the real partisan ones, because zero of them voted for impeachment. And it's shocking because Trump literally asked Ukraine and withheld aid to give them a bunch of money, a bunch of weapons to help them with their mini wars. So not only he held up aid, but he also asked them for dirt on Joe Biden, a political rival, which is illegal to do. And don't forget that it isn't that surprising he did that, since just earlier this year, Trump, in an interview, was like, I'd be willing to go to a foreign nation and ask them for dirt on a political rival. What do you mean? What's so bad about doing that? Dude, it's illegal. So now that he's done it, it's not too shocking to everybody. And it's just so insane how, along with the whole blocking key witnesses to testify in the impeachment hearings, how no Republicans voted for the impeachment of Donald Trump. In reality, every single one of them should have voted with, impeachment. There's literally no reason to vote against impeachment. None whatsoever. He broke the law. Stop being partisan. And there are a few theories out there for why the Republicans are just so partisan right now in D.C. Some people think that they're scared of Trump and they don't want to disobey him because and it's good that they use the word disobey. And why are they scared? Well, because they know that the majority of Republicans are pro-Trump and they don't want to ditch their base. Do I believe in this theory? I'm not really sure. Now, another possible theory could simply be that they are naturally partisan. They aren't, educated on the whole issue of nonpartisanship. They don't really understand that you could sometimes go against your team and sometimes just compromise. They just think they have to work for their team. But also, it has been statistically proven that since the 1960s, or 70s around there, the Republican Party has gotten farther to the right. The Democratic Party has also gone farther to the left, but it hasn't been as extreme as a turn as Republicans. So I just believe it's their natural way. I don't really think that they're confused. Some people think that they're scared. Some people think they just don't know what they're doing. Some people think that they're just calculated. They want to win re-election. So we had two Democrats who split from their party and voted against impeachment on the first count, which was, withholding aid to Ukraine and asking for dirt on Joe Biden. And then for the second article of impeachment, we had three Democrats who voted against it. And remember that each time, Tulsi Gabbard, obviously Democrat, voted present, so she didn't vote for impeachment either. And each time, every single Republican voted against impeachment. So that just goes to show how partisan they are. That's why I say that Why am I saying Shay? That doesn't make any sense. That's why I say sometimes that the Republicans are almost like Trump's dogs. They're being walked with a leash. I'm not saying Republicans themselves. I'm just saying the Congress people, the Republicans in Congress. So, dear conservative viewers, don't think I'm talking about you. I'm just talking about Republican Congress members. So, I'm worried about the whole Republican partisanship deal because when the vote comes to the Senate, I'm 100% sure impeachment's going to die. So, unlike most Democrats who just fully, iron fist, points to the sky, flying towards impeachment, I'm a bit more skeptical. I know I always have been. And I do feel like at some points Democrats were a bit too, pushy for impeachment. Even after the whole Mueller report, they were just considering impeaching him soon for no real reason. It was just kind of a bit strange. I'm talking to you, Eric Swalwell. So, but speaking about him, I do like, his attitude in impeachment. I just don't like him when he's running for president. He was really generic. He dropped out pretty early, and he wasn't doing too bad, so I'm kind of surprised about that. But in impeachment, he does pretty well, actually. He's pretty straightforward, pretty intriguing. But sadly, he's one of those Democrats who was trying to impeach Trump a long time ago for no reason, even after the Mueller report proved that there was no wrongdoing. Sure, it said that Trump, wasn't exonerated, but there's nothing to really impeach him for. But, going back to my essential point, I am more skeptical of impeachment than most Democrats because I know it's going to die in the Senate. But I'm willing to, go down fighting for impeachment, although we're going to lose. How sure am I that the impeachment, that Trump is going to be acquitted in the Senate? 100%. There's no way he's going to be impeached through there. Because I'd be surprised if every single Democrat even votes for impeachment. Nevertheless, they don't even own they don't even own the Senate. They own something like 47 seats. But somebody like Joe Manchin, who's just the most pro-Trump Democrat ever, is probably going to vote against impeachment. Maybe a couple of other Democrats too. I'm 100% sure Joe Manchin will vote against impeachment, but a couple other Democrats might ride the anti-impeachment ticket. Now, with Republicans, they're obviously all going to stick to party lines. Maybe somebody like Mitt Romney or Susan Collins or Lisa Murkowski might vote. I'm having trouble with my words today. They actually might vote for impeachment, but even then I'm not too sure because what happens with people like Mitt Romney is they speak out against Trump, Trump fires back and they just shut up. They say, okay, sorry, put the chain back on, put the leash back on. Chain's a bit too harsh. So, the thing is that I don't like the way Democrats have handled this whole impeachment deal. Because if they had handled it differently, then maybe more Republicans would have actually voted against their party lines and actually voted for impeachment. Actually, no. They wouldn't have. Even if they brought up new cases like the whole campaign finance deal and blocking CNN from coming into the White House, aka violation of freedom of the press. Those are impeachable, but for some reason Democrats didn't use those things, and it just makes their case look a lot weaker. Anyway, guys, maybe we'll just make a separate video on that. See you guys later. Summary of this video. Yes, I'm happy that impeachment passed the House, but it's still really upsetting that 0 Republicans voted for impeachment. Not even one. Not even one, just 0. It's ridiculous, right? How partisan and pro-party lines the Republicans have gone. Basically, same thing. I didn't need to say and something else. I could have just said how partisan Republicans have gotten. But nevertheless, guys, you understand my point, don't you? See you guys later, and bye.